I was out of work for over a year. There were many times I didn't know how I was gonna put food on the table.
We were both working and taking care of our children, and we still ended up homeless.
It's not my future that I'm worried about. It's my daughter's future. She's just a little girl out there.
Robin Hood has a mission. It is to continue to make sure that we do everything possible to find where folks aren't getting really a fair chance and make sure we deliver that.
Robin Hood really brings to the forefront the needs of the poor in a city where it's often easier to just sort of walk away or turn the blind eye.
They reach more than 200 programs across the city.
Their quick response on a grand scale is, I've never seen anything like it.
It's about partnership across the whole landscape of opportunity, for whether it's jobs, shelter, education, and I couldn't do it myself.
Very few of us have the time to really know, study, analyze, measure programs, and Robin Hood does that, and all those expenditures are funded by the board.
The board paying for all the expenses. Robin Hood is amongst the most efficient, effective organizations that we know of.
So everything that we give to Robin Hood goes directly to those in need.
When Robin Hood introduced metrics, it was revolutionary. It is really bringing, a lot of what is best about the for-profit sector to bear to make the nonprofit sector even more effective.
They approach philanthropy the way I approach a business.
And it speaks to the culture of Wall Street and the New York environment in general, because people want to know that what they worked so hard to generate is being applied to the right places and not being wasted.
They don't just give money. They provide a pipeline for organizations in need to have access to professionals who bring a wealth of information from a variety of disciplines.
And then if they're not working well over time, they will move on to other organizations, because their goal is simply one goal: eradicate poverty in New York.
We have kids graduating high school, going to college, about to return to our city, not as young people who have no future here, but as young people who are going to be part of the next generation of great New Yorkers.
I'm going to Albright College,
SUNY Binghamton,
Drexel University,
Wheaton College,
the University of Rochester,
Skidmore College, University of North Carolina in Greensboro,
Dartmouth College.
This is your city. Those are your children. If we're going to have a great city, it's because we're going to make a difference, and part of them making that difference is really getting involved.
Why Robin Hood? You know, Robin Hood was the best way I could get back to the city of New York.
I was born and raised in Washington Heights. My father drove a taxi cab for a living, and I went to public school. And to be involved in programs today that serve the population of Washington Heights is a very rewarding feeling.
Those of us who are fortunate enough to be able to alleviate someone's suffering ought to be involved in alleviating someone's suffering.
And Robin Hood, there's no better organization on the planet.
What would this city look like if we were all in this war against poverty together? I mean, all of us. What's it going to take? What's it going to take? How are we all going to become part of this?